Hello, good evening. Hopefully you can hear me. Shut this window. That's the best we're going to get, I think. Just, no. That way. Okay. Ryan, how's it going? Stephen, how's it going? All good, all good. Had the day off today, so been semi-productive. I've sort of tried to chill a bit, but also got a couple of videos out of the way that I needed to do. So yeah, semi-productive day. Thought I'd just do a live stream because I'd normally have Super League on a Tuesday, but don't tonight because it's the triples and no one could be bothered to travel to Ipswich to do the triples. So, and I, to be honest, don't really want to play in it. So we are here. Charlie, how's it going? See, still get to speak to Charlie on a Tuesday, even though we don't have Super League. This board cam quality is a bit dodgy, isn't it, I think? Might just be me, but I'm sure it's a bit... Oh no, I guess it ain't too bad once you blow it up a bit. Chose not to go to triples. Yeah, I didn't want to go to triples either. Really? Osty, how's it going? I had a haircut when I last streamed, but obviously if you didn't realise, obviously someone did take notice. Did I? When did I stream the other day? Sunday, wasn't it? Or was it Saturday night? Either or, Sunday or Saturday night, I'd have had my haircut. So, yeah. Oh, I snatched the last one. Osty, how's it going? I'm good, mate. Just thought I'd jump on a live stream, considering no one's in at the minute, so they can't disrupt me. And yeah, don't have Super League, so might as well do something productive. God, 140 and a 100. What's going on? Don't think so. Definitely did. Definitely had my haircut. I had my haircut Saturday morning because I woke up early to specifically go to the barber's early on, so no one was there, and there were still 5 people there at 9 o'clock in the morning. But I guess it was a Saturday, so. Callum, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. You would notice, so I was surprised you didn't say anything on whenever I last streamed. It couldn't have been Friday because we were playing darts on Friday. So it had to have been Saturday or Sunday, and it couldn't have been Saturday morning before my haircut. So tell you what, with these L styles, I'm feeling really. My darts feel like they're going a bit better. I feel like there's a little bit of added weight on the back of the dart, which I needed. Oh, that slipped out my hand. Can't wait playing Cedars Park next week. 2 tour card holders. Imagine playing one of those players. If I took a leg off one of those players, I'd do what Jack done today, just film the game sneakily, and it'd be like I played against a PDC tour card holder, and then if I won a leg, it'd be like I won against a PDC tour card holder, and then in brackets, a leg. Boring day of school. Got my mocks coming up on the 22nd of November after my county game against Essex. Playing people over the border. Oh dear. Ignite. Neil, how's it going? Jack's away in France. Jack is away in France because he's also away for the first Friday League game of the season, which is a bit of a Morton Hall derby. So if you didn't know, there's me and my mate Dan who play for Morton Hall Super League team on a Tuesday, and then some of that Super League team play for a team on a Friday, and me and Dan play for another team on a Friday, both with the same home venue. So, and we're playing each other first game of the season, so it'll be like a match-up between the two. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the to Cedars game next week, because I feel like there's not much pressure on you to. There's not going to be any pressure to win because they're all really good players. So you just got to sort of enjoy the experience of playing someone that good. Got a few people in the stream. Jack, the darts ref. Everyone knows Jack. Retweeted my video yesterday and I gained like 15 subscribers from it, which is unheard of for me. So Jack's not watching, probably, but yeah. Thank you to Jack, Bobs can tell him, for retweeting the tweet and gaining me some followers and views and subs on my video yesterday, because I didn't think it was a great video, but people obviously liked it. So we've got Berkshire, Essex, Kent, Surrey, Sussex. Would have Middlesex, but they moved to Northern County Youth League. Middlesex is really weird. It's not actually a real county, is it? It's just an old county that's still represented in darts and cricket. Oh God. Ugh. Right, we're going to play a practice game which I've got coming up on one of my videos within the next month. So it's going to be about power scoring. The idea is hit a treble, it's worth 3 points. Hit a single, it's worth 1 point. If you hit outside of either the 20s, the 18s or the 19s, because you can score on these three. If you miss any of these, your visit counts for nothing, and the idea is to get to 21 points in as little visits as possible. If you hit a 180, you get 3 bonus points, so it'll be 12 points. Classic shirt in the background. It is indeed. It is indeed a classic shirt. I've had this. I don't actually know any of the signatures apart from one. This was just given to me by a family friend, but I only know one. But right. Are you aiming through the darts or just throwing like a ball? I don't really aim through the darts. People sometimes like to say they like to look through like the V of the flight, but for me, like, if I try and look through that, I'm just looking at the top of my knuckles, because my knuckles go above the dart. So even if I try and look through that V of the flight, it just gets in my way. And the way I aim, I sort of aim like that, so everything comes out of the way and I can see, and then I just trust in my ability to follow through and go straight. How's the board holding up? Actually really well. I think I've rotated it every 4 days or so. So this segment, and this segment. Give me another week or two and I'll upload a video on it. Right, so scoring game, triples are 3, singles are 1. If I go outside the segment, if I go outside the 20, 19s or 18s, no score for that visit. I would say no score and start again, but I'm terrible, so I won't finish. Right. Good start. Another good start. Normally one thing I'm good at is staying straight. People who've seen me play games know I hit so many 60s. So by that you don't block your vision. No, not really. I think if you stay focused on the segment, like the pulling of the arm, like just doesn't, if you just let everything flow naturally, like yeah, I block my vision doing that, but because I'm focused on that segment, me bringing my arm up doesn't put me off or anything. I don't think about it. So I should just be able to do that and go without worrying too much. Oh, horrible. No score. What, we had 3 visits? Five scored. If you were playing this against a friend, you could play against a friend and just be first to whatever. We have 4 visits, I think. Nice. Might need to change my points soon. Brian, how's it going? I refuse to believe I have the nicest throw on YouTube. Adam White has the nicest throw on YouTube. And I've seen it in person as well. Good throw. That's 3 points. So that's 8 in total. This game goes quite quick actually. If you can hit the trebles pretty regularly and you stay straight, this game flies by and you can do it like a few times. We've had 6 visits, I think. $11. Ooh, so 11, 17, 18. There we go, game over. See, that's a pretty quick practice game. I think ideally I'd probably, once I've got warm, I probably would actually play it where if you go outside the segment, you restart. I think it's similar to a game Bryn's actually put on his channel, Darts Class in the chat. If you look at his videos, I think it's one of his first ever videos. I can't remember what the title is, but he calls the game tidy and you just basically got to keep straight. Otherwise you don't do very well at the game, basically. It's been a while since I watched it, but I remember that video because I played it quite a bit during lockdown. And it works, I tell you, because the amount of games I played where I would just hit 60 after 60 after 60, and then I get annoyed because I can't hit a treble, like, I'll have so many visits. I had one the other night where I had 2 darts here, 2 darts there, and the other one come in and it deflected lovely, and it somehow flattened out and went like that and sat above the treble, which was really annoying because it come in beautifully, it come in perfect angle like that, and it somehow caught the flight here and like hooked its way back up. That was a bit annoying because that 100 would have kept me sort of a good distance away unless the bloke hit a 180. Hello, 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 hello. Grandy74, or also known as Stephen. Nice shirt, thank you. It's made by Carter. And it's got the Loxley patch, this one, and the Thornton Darts patch, just because I said before I'm not sponsored by them, but they've helped me out a lot. Obviously Zach made my darts, so it only makes sense to put his logo on there, and Loxley have helped me, well, get a job basically, so that's why their logo's on there, and they've sent me loads of stuff. They've trusted me in sending me stuff that's not even come out yet. I'm not allowed to show you. So yeah, and then just a little, I took this pattern thing off Google, just stuck it over the top of the shirt, sent it to Carter and said, can you stick that on the shirt that's all black with a red collar and like little red cuff bits? And he was like, yep, can do that. And he done it. I like your version, all good for consistency, 60s and 59s. Yeah, my version's a little bit more beginnerish, but I've made a full-on video for it. I might take the footage from the stream and actually put it in, I'm not sure yet, but yeah. How's the board holding up? Pretty well. Not really any different to a Blade 5, I'd say, in terms of the wear at the minute. Obviously, where this says the benefits are over that longer period of time, so you'd probably have to have this board for a good year before you sort of realise any difference between the Blade 5 and this one. That's 5 points. We're starting again, and if we go outside, we're restarting. Eight points. Are you going to review the Aaron Beanie darts? Have I not reviewed them? No, I don't think I have actually. I might do the Aaron Beanie darts soon. See, I always want to review new stuff because people search for it, but also I feel like the beanies are something a bit different which people might like. And I've got them. I just not reviewed them. I've reviewed Ryan Searle, Steve Hine. I think that's it. I don't want to review all the Loxley darts though, because there's a lot of them. But yeah, I could do the rest of the player darts. I guess I could do the matted goods and the beanies, and then I'll do the Keith Dellas when they're out. And then if there are any other player darts, I'll do them as well, hopefully. Well, we're on 8 points, and we've had, yeah, 8 points. $11 points. $14 points. $19 points. I've done that all in one go. I didn't even stray out of the segments I was aiming for. Keep keep going then. How many points was that? Another 5, wasn't it? 24 points. Oh, there we go. See that? So I don't know how many visits it was, but I stayed straight every visit. Got myself to 24 points, and the target was 21. Right, now we've done that. People can give me some checkouts to try out. Any 3 dart checkouts that require at least 2 trebles, I will have 1 attempt at. If they're 2 dart checkouts, 1 treble, I'll go until I get them. $99. Love a 99. Oh. When I say I'll go until I get them, I mean, like, I'll keep trying the checkout. I won't, like, I left myself 16 there, but I won't do that. I'll do it until I actually get 99. Oh. That was poor. Boom. There we go. Love 99 that way. One, 5, 3. Ah. Oh, nice, 61. I actually checked out 153 when we were playing 121 the other day, or last week. So banked it, banked the 153. We got up to like 174. Start on 10. If you hit it, move to 20. If you miss, go to 9. Miss 10 finishes in a row, it's game over. Do you mean like double 5, 10? Or do you mean, well, you must do, start on 10, double 5. So start on 10, if I miss, I go down to 9, if I hit it, I go to 20, so I could just do it in 3 darts, right? I think that's what you mean. I know this one's hard, but try 170. I'll give it a go. To be fair, I think a 170 for me is easier than 153. I would say, personally, just because it's 2 treble 20s. Oh, right in the corner, treble 5. Well done, I managed to hit my first 170 checkout last week. Oh, well done, Brian. I've only ever hit 1 in an actual game. I hit 1 in like a practice game against the bot. I've hit 1 in an online game against a friend, and then I've hit them in practice. Like when I played 121 and got to 170, I've hit a 170 a couple of times, but not in like an actual game, like in person. My highest in-person checkout is 148, which I hit last week. My highest checkout overall, is 170. Yeah, like in an actual game. In a competitive game, it's 148 still though. Right, finished 10 in. Right, finished 10. Yeah, okay. Right, move to 20. I'll take 3 darts because if I miss 2, then I've got to use whatever. It's a really quick game. Unbelievable, Jeff. Do we go to 80 now? First ever my opponent was on 18. Oh, that's what you want, isn't it? Big finish from your opponents. I don't think I've ever hit a ton plus checkout when my opponent's been sat on a finish. Because that 148 I hit last week, I don't think our opponents were on a finish. I don't think. Oh no, were they? No, I think they were. Because we had a really bad leg. Yeah, I think they were on a fin. They weren't on a double, but they were on a 2 dart finish. I think the best checkout I've seen in like a game that I've played in was one of my teammates were on 154? I think it was 154 or 15 something. This was a few weeks ago, and his opponent, he had a terrible leg. Opponent sat on 16, he missed 3 darts in, and he checked it out. $10.20. Oh, okay. Up to. I don't look at everything. I sort of. To be fair, I looked. It's more I look when I go to do a practice session, and I think games like that I normally skip out. Because I hate doing practice games where you throw at doubles. It sounds odd, but like, so 1-2-1 isn't as bad because you get a good variation and it's also sort of like thingies. But like anything where you start, so say I start on 10 and I miss 3, miss 3, go down to 1, go to 9, and I just miss quite a few darts at the same double. It gets into your head before another game. So like we played, so my teammates at my Friday night team, if there's like a few of us there early, like maybe there's sort of 2 or 3 of us, we'll play around the board doubles. But I hate playing around the board doubles, because if you get stuck on a double, one, it's a pointless practice routine in my opinion. Unless you're like warming your arm up. But then even still, if you get to a double which isn't the most, say you're left on double 15, which isn't the hardest double in the world, but it isn't also a double that you go for a lot. But it is a double you could leave. So say you had 90 or 70 left with 2 darts and you go 20, go for 20 and you hit treble and you go for double 15. And so you keep missing double 15, like you have like 9, 12, 15 darts at double 15, you keep missing and missing and missing. If you were to get to that in a game, your head instantly goes, oh, I wasn't really good on double 15 in practice. And then that's just like instant negativity straight away. And also, because it's around the board doubles, you don't change. Whereas 1-2-1, if I was left on 30 and I hit a single 15, then I can just like, you know, move on. I can go like 3-8-8 or 3-4. Whereas like in around the board doubles, it's just the same double over and over and over again. You just keep missing over and over and over again. Right, let's start again. What's the highest you've got to in playing a 1-2-1 practice game? When I play by myself, I've got to 170, but I stop at 170 just because like by the time I get there, I just can't bother to play anymore. And like the 170's like, yeah, I've done it. In a like a group of 3, we got to 174 a couple of weeks ago, and then we just decided to stop. $180. Oh yes. See, if I focused on that first arc, I had another 180 then. It's actually crazy how it's November already. Like, it feels like not very long ago I was playing like online darts. To be fair, it doesn't feel that long ago since I started playing darts again, full stop. I used to have my dartboard on that wall over there, where that shelf is. And I had an old Eclipse Pro that was probably like 7 or 8 years old. And then I said to myself, I'm going to get back into darts, bought a new board, bought a new set of darts. Actually, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but I bought a set of designer exterminators, which are literally just like a tungsten billet, basically, with a hole in one end, point in the other, and like 3 rings. I played with them for like 4 weeks. I think I might have even played a couple of games with them when I come back to playing darts. And then I bought some Mission Deep Impacts, all black, sort of micro grip type thing. Actually quite similar to the Martin Adams barrel. Yeah, played with them for a little bit, and then I bought the Dragonfly 3s and I used them for a bit. I prefer around the board on doubles, but only one dart at a double. Perhaps you might hit the double one dart. Yeah, I think that's a better way of doing it. Like Bob, I prefer to play something like Bob's 27 because you move around. I don't mind that game. Oh. Ooh. Ah, 2. Do I play with 32mm points? I do play with 32mm points. I assume you can see that through the board. I was up until that was probably a couple of months ago, so I don't think I've used 36mm in Super League. But I was using 36mm points for quite a while, probably 6 months. And then I realised, like, because my finger sits sort of like there. Like a lot of people's fingers sit on top, but I can't do that. It just feels weird. So I hold my dart like that. I always have. Same way as Martin Adams holds his darts, except my thumb's a little bit further back. I say I'm a front gripper, but I'm more of like I guess I am kind of a nice front middle. Yeah, so my finger sits sort of like to the side of the dart, just underneath. And with a 36mm point, as I release, because if the point's longer, I catch my finger on it and it sort of flicks it up. So I have to use some smaller points. Oh. I also don't think I've ever dropped a dart in a match in person, but I seem to drop them all the time when I'm practicing. Just playing the game you mentioned earlier, I've adapted it so you can only get to 21 on the 20s. Yeah, 17s are important, that is true. I just choose not to do 17s just because I very rarely go for 17s when I'm trying to score unless it's the first visit of the match and I have one dart in hand, then I'll switch to 17s, because you either want to take the 1 off or you want to take 7 to leave 4. And then other than that, I'll just use 17s when I need it for counting. Like, I won't switch to it to score really. $140. See you later, Rick. Cheers for coming into the stream. What's your favourite checkout or double? My favourite double is double top. Like, I rely on it. So I think when I first got into competitive darts, or like when I first got back into when I out of lockdown in the summer, when we first started playing tournaments, we were playing like quite good players, and all the legs I won were on tops because I'm so good at it. Like, I'd miss darts at other doubles because I was under pressure and I knew I was playing good players, but tops I just hit like a lot of the time. And still the same now. I can hit tops. Like, I'm confident in going 2 double tops. Like on that 99 checkout I hit earlier, I don't know if you'd seen it or not, but I hit a single 19 and my instant thing is 2 double tops straight away. Are you planning on doing giveaways for your channel? I have done in the past. I probably will, but I normally only do it for certain milestones, or if I'm trying to reach a milestone. The thing is, a lot of the stuff I get sent by companies and stuff I don't want to give away, because I feel like it's... Obviously I won't sell the stuff because it's just like profiting off stuff that they've given me. But yeah, I'll do giveaways in the future, but it'll be when the channel's probably monetized. So I've got like 400 hours of watch time to do, which is quite a lot by average. Sort of my last 29 days has been like 450 hours, not 450, 250 hours, but I'm hoping to upload twice a week for the next few months. So that should go up quite a lot, because I only upload like once every 2 weeks before that. So once my channel's monetized and I have a little bit of money coming into the channel, and like once I've been working for a few months, and I've sort of got a bit of money so I can spend on the channel and stuff, I'll definitely do some giveaways. I'll probably give away a set of the new Loxleys when they come out. Not the sets that I've got, but I'll buy a new set to give away. I might do a giveaway at Christmas or New Year's, actually. We'll see. In fact, I can do a giveaway of a set of Loxleys, but I have to wait until they come out, and they're also probably not worth giving away by themselves, so I'll have to find something else. Have I ever hit 3 double tops? Not in a game. I have hit it in like practice and stuff, but not in an actual game. I went for it the other day in a practice. We were playing, so it was me, one of my friends Simon, and Sober Darts Guy. We were all at the club playing, and it was like, if you win a leg, you stay on, lose a chalks, and then the person who's just chalked will throw first. And then we were just going like all the way up first to 10, and I was left on 120, and Simon was left on like 200 and something, and I just went for 3 tops and hit 2. If you go for 3 tops though, and you hit 1 and miss, and you leave yourself 80, and you miss the other one high, do you then go for a treble, or do you stay there and try and leave yourself tops? Because if you miss again, you've still got 80, so you have to hit 2 singles. Whereas if you go for a treble and you hit a single 20, at least you've only got 1 single to go. But then you could also bust 60 by accident. So $100. Shall I try and hit 3 double tops now? flying around my board. Oh, Jesus. Oh, what's the time? I'm streaming for what, 40 minutes? Oh, snatch that one. I remember earlier saying I was confident in double tops, and now I can't hit one. Gua. There we go. There's your 3 double tops. It's amazing how much confidence in your setup makes you a better player. Because since I switched these L-Stars, I've been so like, I haven't doubted myself in trying to hit what I'm trying to go for. And that makes a big difference when you're playing. I mean, I don't really doubt myself anyway, but like, I don't know, it sort of gives you that extra confidence that you're going to hit something because your setup's right. Like you think, oh, I've been throwing really well this setup, I'll take it to the board. And that's why I think Peter Wright changes a lot, because I think he throws different stuff at home and throws really well, and then he goes, oh, I've been throwing really well with this, I'm going to take it to the match board. And then when it gets to the match board and the pressure's on, he can't do it. Oh, that was an awful deflection. Stay straight though. Right, give me some more checkouts in, come on. See what we can do. Oh yeah, all the trebles. Quickly get out the old new, this one. Oh, there it is. That's right. Cool. Oh. Whew. I'm not sure how much these L-style flights are going to get battered. I don't know if you can see. Can you see them from there? Not really. You see them on here? Oh, I've moved the camera. Oh, that's actually not too bad. There we go. Like they're a little bit bad. I've only been using them since Friday, but I feel like once they get to a certain stage, they kind of stop. He said at the match play, when he used slim flights, he said they were going well on practice boards, a whole lot different on the stage. Yeah, like, it is hard to practice on, it is hard to like play under pressure. But that's why I wouldn't change so much. Because surely it gets to a point where you realise that you can't keep switching darts under pressure, because like just because they go well on the practice ball, they're not going to go well on stage. That one straight dart does my head in. Yep, I know how you feel. Two straight darts as well. I think since I've straightened up a lot more, my average has gone up. Like I can literally have like maybe 4 more visits that are 60s instead of 45s in a game, and my average has gone up like quite a bit. I wish I had a Scolia so I could see like what the change is. So when I first got back into playing darts, my heat map would be like out here. It'd sort of be like a bit here, and then you have a few here. But now it's more like here. I have had the odd ones that come down here, but like they're just dodgy throws. But like my heat map's sort of closed from here to here. And that's what I was saying to Bob's darts referee's girlfriend, because obviously we play league games together and stuff. She's gone from hitting like all over the board to hitting like 5s and 1s, but that's a good thing, like because you're closing up that gap. Like you might be scoring less, but you're getting there. What's your favourite set of darts you play with? Other than my own ones, obviously. I don't know. I'd probably say the Dragonfly 3, just because these, like, they're the base for these darts. Like that grip here at the bottom, it's like one thicker ring and one thinner ring, and the PVD coating, like that's an exact replica of the Dragonfly 3s. It might be my drawer actually. Yeah, so I'll get that out. So the top dart is what I was using, and the bottom dart is what I'm using now. Like they're pretty much the same at the bottom. These are 0.2mm thinner, which I think I actually prefer, and they're a little bit grippier, but probably just because the rings are slightly deeper cut. Like if I could get this exact grip on this dart, I'd be happy. I think also because these are thicker, the way they were cut might be different, because I think Zach probably took the dimensions as best he could off of these, but I think because this is a thicker dart, the cuts aren't as deep in the barrel compared to how big the barrel is. Because the grip on these are a little bit more consistent and a little tiny bit grippier. But yeah, so they're probably my favourites that I've thrown with. In terms of throwing for fun, I like throwing with the beanies. They're quite fun to throw with. And the robins, I really like throwing with the robins as well. Despite my robins being 25 grams. I'm loving your darts, by the way. I just changed to an intermediate stem and they fly great. Good to hear. I'm still using the short stem on mine. I did use medium for a little bit, but I don't know, I think I score better with short stems. My finishing's like always seems to be the same roughly, so I might as well just keep the scoring. So, are your points really grippy? No. So I use the Target Diamond points. I don't know how they're made, but effectively they're just normal points, and they've got like the diamond pattern on them. I don't know how they're done, but over time it wears away. but they're still grippier than normal silver points. Like, I don't get too many bounce outs, but I probably get a few more than I'd like. But I don't like black points because they sort of rub on my finger and they feel funny. Oh, jeez. What other darts have I got? I've got these 16-gram customs, which I used. God. Not one of the first, but in the early days of the channel, I actually reviewed a set of designer ultralights, and I really liked using them, so I decided to get some custom barrels made that were 16 grams based on Dragonfly Freeze. And they didn't come out exactly like Dragonfly Freeze because the people who made them done them terrible. Get a set of Whitlocks. I would if I had spare cash and I wanted to review them, but can't, unfortunately. I'll probably buy like one set of darts a month. And this month, well, I've already bought the Bobby George darts actually, but I'll be buying a new set of Harrows darts tomorrow, depending on what comes out. Unless Harrows want to send me some. Harrows, hit me up. When I'm aiming at the 20, I keep it in the 5, sometimes the 12. What can I do about that? It's hard to tell, because it could be two things. You could be following. I used to hit the 5 quite a bit. I played on Love Darts Scolia, and I realised I was hitting a lot of 5s. And I think it's because the way I follow through. If you watch my stream, sometimes I throw like that and come across. Now it's not obvious because you're throwing across the back of my body, but that's straight and that's across. Like you'll see my shoulder dip because I'm going that way. So it could be your follow through. You could be following through like that and going across, because that is natural if you're right-handed. Like you're naturally sort of going across and picking your dart up. Or your body could be twisted sort of too far in. If you stand side on, some people twist their body too much that way and they sort of lean in. So like here, I'm in the 20, but to go with the 20, my arm's got to come exactly straight, and it's sort of stressful on my arms. You want to be inwards a bit. So it could be a couple of things. You might need to turn your head a little bit more, turn your hips a little bit more. Yeah, I would try and film yourself in slow motion with your phone from in front. So either put a shelf up or put something there, a chair, and just sit your phone up and film yourself in slow motion and see what happens with your follow through. Those diamond points will look good with the Target Nastri darts. They would, wouldn't they? That's effectively what the Target Nastri darts are, they're just big diamond points. I remember watching your videos in the 15-gram days, wasn't that also when you used pair flights? I did for a little bit, and then I switched to kites for a bit of extra stability. And I'll tell you why, because the darts were so light, if I used a big flight like this, they'd sort of just drop and like and just go down, because there's too much drag for such a little dart. They wouldn't cut through the air. That's why you'll never really see people. Like I saw a guy the other week, he was using a bomb barrel that was like 26 grams, and he was using pair flights, and they were going all over the place. And I said to him, if you put a standard flight on, they'll go straight. Because his darts were going towards the 20, but they'll land in the board like this. Like, whereas if they just flew straight, they'd probably sit in the 20 more. Whether he changed or not, I don't know, but I'm actually not too bad with kite flights. I do have some somewhere laying about, but Yeah, I don't know, but I'm actually alright with kite flights to be fair. What's thoughts on Gerwyn Price World Champion Special Edition darts? What ones are they? I know he's got a few darts out now, hasn't he? Are they like the all black ones with the yellow? They're black and yellow? Or are they black and blue? I can't remember. Gerwyn Price's darts are weird because it's like razor grip rings, but the rings are so far apart, I don't really know how he gets much grip out of it. Like, you'd have to grip really specifically on those darts. Young lad on our Super League team, Jack, uses Gerwyn Price darts actually. But I've never used them, so I don't really know. God, drop me darts all over the place. These L-style stems come loose. This, I think it's this one specifically, because it always comes really loose. How I got taught to play was stand in line with 20, pick your arm up to a comfortable height and just swing your arm through, make sure it's straight. Yep, pretty much. So I stand toe sort of 45 degrees, pointing that way to you, that way. And then I'll twist my arm so it's sort of in line at almost sort of 45 degrees across my body and then outwards, so this is like a 45-degree angle, and I'll bring the arm up and follow through straight. Like that. Hit 140. See? I'm going to throw it outwards. If only I could approach the hockey and do that every time and get very exact and do this and stand, lift my arm up and throw. 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 I remember you used pear shape on one of your streams. Now standard normal shape flights. Most PC players using TV. Yeah, I used pairs probably would have been over a year ago now. It would have been summer 2020, I think. I'm so happy I didn't stay with them. Imagine coming out to play competitive games and playing with 16 gram darts with pairs. I mean, people do use 16 grams, but I don't think it'd work. I was actually going to make a video on in like the mid to early 2000s, or more mid 2000s. A lot of players started using like slim flights, and then they just sort of went away. Like Phil Taylor sort of stuck with them, but like Barney used to use slim flights. Wayne Mardle used pairs, I think. A couple of people like switched to pairs because I think pairs were a lot bigger back in the day when you had like thicker darts, because I think they just sort of sit a bit more and they go quicker. But like yeah, like mid 2000s, everyone had like an obsession with trying to stack the dart, and then it just sort of went away because people couldn't do it. And then the only person that really stuck with it is Phil Taylor, and really the only person you see stacking darts now in the same way is Keane Barry, because he uses the same flights. Ratajski's darts sit pretty flat, but again, he's not really a stacker still. Like, he does stack darts, but they don't sort of like go up and in, they just sort of go zoop. So yeah, like mid 2000s, there was a bit of an obsession with players trying to stack darts, which I thought was quite interesting. Phil Taylor was an exception because he used those odd shaped flights. Same with Peter Wright when he's bomber barrel. Bunting made a career of using light darts. Yeah, he used to use 14 grams in the BDR, I think, and then he dropped to 12. There's actually someone that uses 24 gram buntings at the club I play at, like the nano grip ones. They're actually really nice. Ooh. But yeah, the lightest darts I've thrown is 15 grams. the heaviest I've thrown. The heaviest I've thrown is actually probably 26 grams, which are the Ryan Searles, which I have. Oh, they're on there. So I'm pretty sure I've got every Loxley dart on there. And they are 26 gram Searles. Because if they sent me the 32 gram version, told me to hit a 180 of them, I'd have told them to go away, because I'd never do it. I struggled enough as it was with the 26 gram ones. Ugh. I'm actually not too bad with these darts now. If we switching up his darts, he's doing a Peter Wright. Oh, they don't feel too much heavier than my ones. They're 3 grams heavier. They are at 121 straight off the bat. The Ryan Searles. Edgar kind of stacks. Yeah, he used to. He doesn't so much anymore now though, since he switched to pairs. The only thing I don't like about Ryan Searles darts is the grip. It feels a bit like sandpaper. Just prefer a nice traditional, normal ring grip dart. But yeah, Matt used to stack his darts, but since he's gained some muscle and started using pairs, he doesn't seem to thingy anymore. How long do I spend practicing? A lot less than I was last year, I'll tell you that much. But I don't really practice too much now. I do like the odd drill now and then. Kites, not pairs. Yeah, that's what I meant, kites. Since he switched to kites. I might do like a couple of practice games a night, but they won't be at once. So like I might play like a bit of 1-2-1 until I get bored. And then I might do like a Bob's 27, or I'll do a power scoring practice or something like that. So I'll probably do like 2 sessions a night of about 15 to 30 minutes, and then I might play like a couple of best of 7s against the computer. But generally I play on a, oh my god, I play on a Tuesday night Super League, I play on a Thursday night Pub League in another town, and I play sort of friendly tournaments on a Friday, but as of next week it will be league darts in my town. So I'll be playing 3 nights a week, and then generally I'll sort of do practice on Monday and Wednesday, and then I'll have like mini practice sessions before I go out and play. Weekend I don't really play too much because I've got football, and like I ache like hell after football, so I don't bother trying to throw darts because I just can't lift the dart up basically. So I'd say a week, I don't know, I'd probably say an hour a day, so 7 hours a week, minus the weekends, so probably about 5 hours a week, which isn't a lot really, but then you consider like I spend a lot of my evenings playing anyway. You might see Dozer going away from the kites and pairs on his Aspar challenge. Threw his darts with what looked like standards. Could have been. Or they could have just come straight out of the box and he couldn't bother to put pairs on. Because I assume he would just have like loads of sets given to him by Target that come in the box. It is a shame to see what's happened to Dozer though. I think like he had COVID, didn't he? Spent a little bit of time away, and then he sort of like, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. He hadn't won a couple of games, and then since then he's dropped off sort of massively. Like he struggles to average like 80 sometimes. But it's odd because he's a methodical player. Like, people say it's because of his technique and he drops his elbow, but his technique's always been like that. You watched Duzza when he was playing the BDO in like 2014, 2015. Like, he always does that. Like, it's that. Like, even me throwing there, and that's not how I throw. I've got 3 darts like in a pretty similar position, and like, you consider he's won the Premier League with that technique. It's no fluke. Right, we've been streaming for just over an hour now, so what we're going to do, as I always do, we'll play the 21 game. We'll get to 21 and then we'll stop the stream. So we could be here for half an hour, we could be here for 5 minutes, could be here for 2 minutes. We'll see. Didn't start very well. Best time to hit a 5 or a 1 is when you're starting out. Preferably not 2 visits in a row. Who do I think is going to win the Grand Slam? I don't know, actually. Could be anyone. 5 points. It's hard to look past Johnny Clayton or Gerwyn Price, really, but Michael Van Gerwen's been playing well. Eight points. Oh, back to 0. He's won the Premier League and 3 BDO World Championships. Exactly. 3 on the spin as well. Now, BDO wasn't as strong when he won his 3, but still, takes a good player to win 3 world titles in the BDO. Oh, I snatched that horribly. Right, let's focus. Torres points. 3 points. 3 points. Fuck it. Sorry for my bad language. Someone was banging about next door. Oh my god, I could be here for ages. Considering I'd done this first time earlier without dropping out the segment, I've done really well. Oh, three. Six. Should have had at least one treble in those 2 visits. Oh my god. I don't want to play the 21 game anymore. We'll have 3 more attempts at it. If we don't do it, I'll end the stream. 5. $10. $15. Who's my favourite PDC player? I don't really have one, to be honest. I follow all the Loxley players. So I'd probably just say Ryan Searle. Oh yeah. Yeah, I look at Ryan Searle to do well. Oh, that's 2 attempts. All right, one more. Come on. Five. Ten. Have I got any league games coming up? I have Thursday and well every Thursday and Friday basically. $13, and then a week today we are playing away against the best Super League team possibly out in the country. They've got the 3 names you'll know are Brett Claydon, Andrew Gilding and Stephen Burton, and then they've got loads of really good local and county players as well. Do I have plans to film any games? No. My league dart stuff I sort of tend to try and keep separate from my channel stuff. Firstly because no one really knows too much about my channel. I mean, people do, but I don't really want to mix it with my league darts. Right, what are we on? 13, isn't it? Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Right, answer a couple more questions and then we'll call it a day. If you want the game before you go out to Super League or your pub league, do me on Twitter now. Load up. Oh, I hate playing online stuff though, especially now, because my desk's over there, so I've got to like set up all my webcam and stuff. That's why I stopped playing online. I haven't played an online darts game in ages. Like to play online darts, I've got to set my laptop up over here on my shelf. I've got to put my tripod up, get my webcam out, set it all up, take it back down, put it all back over. It's just such a pain. That's why I haven't played online since like May. 140. Right, a couple more tons, then we'll call it a day. $60. What's that now? 6, 7, 10. 10 points in the 21 game. No points in the 21 game. Oh God, Freelander's around. Has your throw changed since you started again? Yes, but probably not on purpose. But also it has changed for the better. I think my throw in a nice looking throw way, it's got worse, but in terms of a technical way, it's got better. Don't care if you use your webcam or not, just try not to cheat. Live still, why aren't you in Kesgrave? Yes, I'm live still, and I'm not in Kesgrave because no one wanted to go. No one wanted to go, apart from Adam wanted to play and Jack wanted to play, but like I don't think many people are actually going, are they? I don't think it's a big thing. I mean, it might be, but no, I'd rather just have the night off, to be honest. Triples doesn't really interest me that much. Wow. Oh, there's a ton. Right. 14 teams. That's nothing. You can't really get a good competition out of 14 teams. Two teams get a bye. No, more than two teams get a bye. How many preliminary rounds do you have? Like that's 14's just not right. But yeah, no one really wanted to go, apart from 3 of us. And I mean, I was going to go if they were definitely going. Jack couldn't find a driver. I don't think Adam wanted to come down, and I just couldn't be bothered at that point. But if they needed a third person and said, "Oh, do you want to jump in and we'll play?" then yeah, but. Right, anyway, that is me done. Thank you for watching. Probably been one of my longer streams actually, but yeah. We'll might stream on Sunday afternoon, sort of 3-4 o'clock-ish for an hour. That'll sort of be my regular streaming spot from now on, I think. Am I enjoying the Carbon? It's another dartboard in my opinion. It's going okay. Best board out of the box I've used, but at this point it is just another dartboard. I need to wait for a bit until see what comes of it. But yeah, anyway, that is me done. I need to get out of this shirt because it's starting to get a bit hot. Probably get ready for work tomorrow actually. So anyway, right, I'll see you all hopefully Sunday. There'll be a new video on Friday as well, so if I don't see you Sunday, watch the video Friday. New video Monday, every Monday and Friday.